Alright everybody, so I'm going to talk to you about the if-else loop in Python. This is a very important loop in Python, and this basically allows you to, move around in a particular yes and no fashion, and allows you to check if your loop's working or not. So let's try that here. So let's say we have got a username and a password, and you want to enter the website, and it is asking you for the username and password. Sometimes it allows you, sometimes it doesn't. So this can be easily worked out using a if else if loop. So let's start off by saying, let's say your password is guest. No, so your username is guest and your password is password. Okay. Now you can do a thing. You can go and say so I'm just going to give it some name. ABC equals input. So I'm going to ask the user for an input, and he'll ask him what is the user name. Okay. And he has to answer it. And now I'm going to say XYZ input. What is the password? Question mark. Close the loop. So basically what I want to do is, if the password is equal to this and if the username is equal to this, then I want the user to enter. Otherwise I don't want the user to enter. So what I can do is I can start off with an if statement. So if statement checks if this is okay and this is okay. So what we're going to do is say if the input, this input equals this, then we'll check for this, and if that equals, first we'll check this with this, second we'll check this with this, and if both of them are right, then we'll let the user enter. So we'll say if ABC is equal to X and if XYZ is equal to, notice that I've used double equal, and that's the operator, because if you use a single equal, obviously you're going to assign something to something else. Double equal is used to check the types. So ABC equal X and XYZ equal Y. Then, so if these conditions agree, then you have to allow the user in. So you could say user, welcome to the club. Okay. Now, if that condition doesn't fit in, so if I'm going to use print if both the conditions fit in. So now you have to also devise the other path, which is, let's say one of the conditions doesn't fit, which is else if. So else if is represented in Python as elif. ABC is, and this is not equal to symbol. So if this is not equal to this, then you have to print your user name is incorrect. And elif XYZ not equal to Y, then you got to say print your username is your password is incorrect. Okay, so there are only possibilities. So the possibility is this could be right, both these could be right, or this could be wrong, or this could be wrong. Okay, or both could be wrong. So if any of these is wrong, if both of them are wrong, okay, then it checks which one is incorrect first. So if the username is incorrect, it would prompt that, and if the password is incorrect, it will prompt that. So let's just try this now. Okay, so I'm going to run this, and I'm going to say if statements, save, run module. So it's asking me for username. So let's try to run this with the password and the username. So guest and password. So it says welcome to the club. So our condition number 1, which is if ABC is equal to X and XYZ is equal to Y, if both of them, in this case both of them are meeting, then you allow the person to come into the club. Now let's see if one of the arguments does not go through. So let's say I'm going to type the wrong username and I type the right password. So it says your username is incorrect and your password is correct. So it doesn't even go to the password stage, it stops at the username stage because that it was incorrect. And now I'm going to write it again, and this time I'm going to type the password right. Now the username right and the password wrong. So it says your password is wrong, incorrect. So this is how a loop runs. A loop basically checks for one condition and the other condition, and if both the condition meet, it gives you one response, and if the next condition, one of the condition doesn't meet, it gives you back a wrong message. And you can devise as many. So I could have an elif, I could have an infinite elif loop which could go on here. So that's how the if elif loop works in Python. Thank you very much. Have a great day.